Let's talk about how firms enter or exit a perfectly competitive market and how the market adjusts over time. In a perfectly competitive market, there are many firms, all producing identical products. No single firm can influence the price, they're all price takers. Take a look at the graph of a perfectly competitive firm below. The y-axis is labeled price, and the x-axis is labeled quantity. There's a horizontal line labeled MR equals D equals AR equals P, sometimes remembered as Mr. DARP. This line shows the market price the firm must accept. Also on this graph, you'll see three curves: the marginal cost curve sloping upward, the average total cost curve forming a U-shape, and the average variable cost curve, which also forms a U-shape and lies below ATC. Now imagine a firm is earning positive economic profit. This means their total revenue is greater than their total costs. Refer to the graph below. There's a green rectangle between the MR-DARP line and the average total cost curve. This rectangle represents the firm's economic profit. When this happens, other firms see the opportunity and want to join the market. But as new firms enter, they increase the overall market supply. With more supply, the market price begins to fall. Take a look at the next graph. Now the MR-DARP line is lower and just touches the ATC curve at its minimum point. At this stage, the firm is making zero economic profit, also called a normal profit. There's no incentive to enter or exit anymore. Now let's look at what happens when firms start leaving the market. If firms are earning negative economic profit, meaning their costs are higher than their revenue, they'll want to exit. Refer to the next graph. Here, the MR-DARP line is below the ATC curve. You'll see a red rectangle between the MR-DARP line and ATC. This represents the firm's losses. Firms experiencing this will want to cut their losses and leave the market. As firms exit, the market supply decreases. This pushes the price upward again. Eventually, price returns to a level where it equals the firm's ATC, back to normal profit. Take a look at the final graph. The MR-DARP line touches the ATC curve once again, showing that the firm is breaking even. But what if a firm is losing money? Should it always exit? Not necessarily. In the short run, a firm might still produce even with a loss, as long as it can cover its variable costs. This is where the shutdown rule comes in. The shutdown rule says that if the market price drops below the firm's average variable cost, it should shut down immediately. Refer to the formula below. P is greater than or equal to AVC. If this condition is met, the firm should keep producing, even at a loss, because it's still covering its variable costs and reducing its fixed losses. But if price is below AVC, the firm should shut down to avoid deeper losses. Let's summarize. Positive economic profits attract new firms, increasing supply and lowering price until only normal profit remains. Negative economic profits cause firms to exit, decreasing supply and increasing price until normal profit is restored. And finally, if price falls below average variable cost, the firm should shut down in the short run to avoid losses it can't cover. This is how entry, exit, and shutdown decisions keep perfectly competitive markets in balance over time.